Let's chat commodities now, where you have seen choppiness continue, though some support coming in from the fact that most Fed officials now are echoing what Yellen has said about the stimulus, that it should continue. Not so much of a support coming in for the precious metals, but the gold prices have come back all the way from 1261 of a low to 1285 on your screens right now, but even then 0.5% of a decline for that one. The Indian markets in the meanwhile have a double whammy, because on one side you have the international markets declining, on the other side you have the rupee appreciating, so the calculations really working on the lower side. 46,300 has been broken for the silver prices. Very sharp decline coming in, especially for this space. Energy has been another sector which has declines coming in. The US inventories have been climbing. The Saudi export numbers are at multi-month highs. So all of that is something that's weighing on to this space as well. And base metals on the other side have seen pressure constantly going on. Every rally has been sold into. Copper prices especially had declined 2.5% in the previous week and have opened on the lower side for this week as well. Let's get in then. Viren Bakil, he's commodity consultant, Paradigm Commodity Advisors, and he joins us live in Ahmedabad studios. Viren, hi, welcome. How would you look at the precious metal space now? Because that is something that has not seen gains coming in, even as you have some good news in the market.
Here it's a little bear market, grinding bear market, where path to list resistance seems to be down. I'm expecting here shallow rebounds, which would be good sell side opportunities in both the metals, gold as well as silver. I'm expecting silver to be around 45 and maybe 42 if the rupee continues to appreciate. Gold, I think still there is 500 to 700 downside left.
Viren, how would you look at the energy space as well? Because while the Brent and the NYMEX crude prices, that divergence has continued to be on the broader side, how are you looking at the Indian markets reacting to that?
Indian market seems to be, I'm expecting further downside. Interestingly, market is now turning full carry, around 2% of carry cost on the short side of the market. So those who are short may receive 80 to 90 rupees as a rollover premium. Technically speaking, I'm expecting front month contract may hit 55 or upside 6,200 seems to be a very strong resistance.
To the base metal space, and Viren, it's week after week that we have seen a sell-off on every time the base metals try to sit down there. What do you think is really bothering this space? Because the data from China has been mixed. The US may continue with its stimulus for one more year is what the kind of sentiment you're getting to hear. But even then, no support for this sector.
Here market is discounting all the inherently bullish data or bullish news. Itself is a bearish factor, I think. I'm expecting manufacturing sector still looks fragile, although service numbers or PMI numbers seems expansionary, moderately expansionary. But I'm expecting supply is far exceeding demand going forward. Copper market is going into surplus in coming years. So I think still there is downside, but I also expect a violent rebound since copper has almost lost 100 rupees. So any sharp rally should be sold off.
Viren, how would you look at the lead nickel prices? Because we've seen considerable decline in them as well. Are you looking at further sell coming in today?
Yeah, these are the relatively safe short entries. So in case of lead, I would prefer to go short around 134 basis December, and in case of nickel, I would go short around 885 basis December.
Well, that's about the non-agro space, Viren. The agro space also has been buzzing quite a bit, especially in the spices sector, coriander, which has been the gainer in the previous year. Do you see the strength continuing, or would you say the run-up has been done strong? Fundamentals, how are you reading that? And there, of course, have been reports of enough stock coming into the markets also now.
Here I think retail participants are almost out. Concentration of positions here are largely between hedgers and prop desk. Here an interesting scenario is happening. April carry is quite high. April, if I get April short entry around 8,200.